Aki awakens in a hospital bed to find Denji and Power reading manga next to him. When Power notices Denji eating an apple, she demands him to hand it over, but Denji refuses, claiming she ran away and does not deserve the apple. Power lies, claiming she left because she was hungry, but Denji does not believe her and they continue to argue. When Aki wonders who else survived Division 4, Denji admits that Kobeni and the guy with glasses survived, but he quit. Denji reveals that Makima summoned him and Power, and that they will split up with Aki. Denji grabs the basket of apples before leaving, but leaves one for Aki. Following that, Aki draws his sword and asks Cursed Devil how many years he has left, to which Cursed Devil replies that he has 2 years. Aki lights a cigarette, and as he uses the lighter, he recalls Himino and begins to cry. Denji has forgotten about his manga and returns to fetch it, only to discover Aki in tears. He understands why, as Aki had previously lost many friends, including Himino. Denji wonders why he doesn't cry for Himino when he thinks of her. When Pachita died, he was heartbroken. Himino was the first to volunteer to be his buddy, yet he isn't sad for her. Denji thinks he would grieve if Power died, but he doesn't think so, not for her or for Aki. He then considers Makima, but believes that if she dies, he will be sad for a few days before returning to his joyful life. Denji then worries if he has lost his human heart, but resolves not to ponder about such serious matters. After Denji and Power have left, Michiko and Yutaro visit Aki and identify themselves as Makima's counselors. At the graveyard, Denji and Power run into Makima. She informs them that the hotel incident, as well as the latest attack, demonstrated that they are seeking Denji. Denji wonders if Makima will train them, but Makima says that she is very busy and will introduce them to someone who is ideal for the position. She brings them to Himino's master, Kishibe, but before exposing his identity, he wants to ask them a few things. Kishibe then asks Denji and Power how they felt when their colleagues were killed and if they seek retaliation. Denji and Power claim they didn't think much of it, and have no desire for vengeance. Kishibe wonders if they are on the side of humanity, or the devils. Denji declares that he is on the side that looks after him, whilst Power declares that she is on the side of whoever wins. Kishibe reveals that they scored perfectly, and that their type is uncommon. He advises Makima to leave because their training is about to begin. Kishibe informs them that he is a devil hunter from Division 1, and that they may address him as master. He enjoys booze, ladies, and slaying devils. He grips them and snaps their necks, immobilizing them. He adds that they have human bodies, but they can heal by drinking blood. Denji wonders why he did it after he gives them blood and they heal. Makima, according to Kishibe, asked him to train. The gun devil, for some reason, desires Denji's heart, and Makima was concerned that Denji would be too weak. He had previously trained humans, but Makima had compelled him to train a swarm of devils. His then drunk self then had an epiphany. Because he is the strongest devil hunter, the demon who defeats him must also be the strongest of devils. Therefore he decided to continue chasing Denji and Power until they defeated him. Denji and Power think he's insane, but when Kishibe approaches, Power makes a blood hammer and hands it to Denji. Kishibe, on the other hand, stabs Denji numerous times and slits Power's throat in a single second. He observes that Denji is immortal, while Power is semi-immortal, and that all they can think about is beating someone in the skull. He's always wanted a toy he can't break and plans to make them the best. Aki attempts to summon the Fox Devil to the hospital, but it does not appear. Michiko and Yutaro, 2 guys in his ward, tell him it's because he exploited the devil's power and got on its bad side. Yutaro also says that he will only be able to summon the cursed devil a few more times. Aki finally realizes why they are there, and the two explain that they specialize in career coaching, and question whether Aki is thinking about leaving after the incident. They warn him that if he wants to continue, he should be more prepared and make a deal with a stronger devil. Aki insists that the devil who murdered his family and friends is still alive, thus he can't give up. They then leave, saying they would return tomorrow with some documents. A woman then walks in, shocking Aki. At night, Kishibe informs a battered Denji and Power that he is going and would see them at their home the next day. Denji collapses to the ground and begins drooling and making noises. Power understands his brain has cracked again and begins beating him in the head repeatedly, yelling at him to return. Denji regains consciousness and asks Power how many times he has been slain today. Power guesses at least 20, but she was also killed shortly after him, so she isn't totally certain. Denji mutters to her on the way home that he doesn't feel pleased if he has to live like this. Power proposes they flee, but Denji knows public safety will track them down. Denji feels irritated by Kishibe's strength. Power then declares that she has an idea, claiming that Kishibe's brain is rotting due to the alcohol he always has with him, and that they should battle him with their heads. Denji likes the notion since he aspires to be like the brilliant characters in manga. They then decide to kill him with their wits because they believe they are smarter than him. The next day, Power and Denji put on spectacles to appear smarter while waiting for Kishibe. As he approaches, Power and Denji begin their super smart operation, and Power throws a blood spear through the door, but Kishibe escapes. After preparing vials of blood above Kishibe, Power transforms them into spears that attack Kishibe from above, but he dodges them yet again. Kishibe breaks all of the spears, and Denji appears from above, aiming to strike him with an axe. However, Kishibe turns and kicks Denji, knocking his spectacles and Denji. Kishibe notes that this was their best effort, and that they should use their brain more often. They were doomed for 2 reasons. Power drank too much blood and became anemic. Denji also failed to anticipate Kishibe's strike. Kishibe then congratulates them on their effort, and informs them that they are done for the day. Denji informs Power about it, and she considers herself fortunate. Kishibe throws a knife at Denji's head as he attempts to stand, indicating the prey should not trust the hunter. Michiko and Yutaro transport Aki to a unique facility, explaining that signing a pact with a powerful devil implies that the contract must be severe as well. They travel into some cells, and Yutaro explains that this is where devils captured by public safety are kept. Yutaro then recalls seeing the woman who followed them into Aki's hospital room and wonders if she is his girlfriend. Aki says that she is the sister of one of his teammates, Himino. Yutaro wonders aloud if she hit Aki. Aki assures him that she did not and that she sent him letters that her sister had sent him, and that she believes Aki should read them as well. Reading them, Aki notices that Himino was thinking about ways to get Aki to quit. They lead him to cell 108, explaining that they want Aki to make a deal with the devil within, the future devil. He reveals that he has contracts with 2 people. One contributed half of their lifespan, while the other contributed their eyes, taste, and smell. Aki enters the cell and confronts the future devil.